Today, we're making one-pan crispy potatoes. It's a simple method, but the results are absolutely perfect.
And here's the promise. You'll get that perfect crispy skin and a fluffy center every single time. And the best part? It's all done in just one pan using two really simple faces. So what do you need? For about 2 servings, grab 500 grams of potatoes diced up nice and small. You'll also need 2 tablespoons of a neutral oil, 2 cloves of minced garlic, salt, and some dried herbs. Thyme or oregano work great here. As for tools, you just need 2 things: a large skillet that has a lid and a good spatula. That's it.
All right, let's get into phase 1. Our whole goal here is to steam the potatoes until they're perfectly tender. First action, go ahead and combine your diced potatoes, the oil, a bit of salt, and exactly 2 tablespoons of water right into your cold skillet. That little bit of water is key. It's what's going to create the steam.
Now cover the pan to trap all that steam inside. You're going to cook this on medium heat for about 8 to 10 minutes. So how do you know when they're ready for the next step? Here's your checkpoint. Just test a piece of potato with the tip of a knife. And the cue you're looking for? The knife should slide right in with absolutely no resistance. If it doesn't, just pop the lid back on and give it another minute or 2.
Okay, before we move on, let's tackle a really common question. Why won't my potatoes get crispy?
It almost always comes down to this one common mistake: stirring too often. You have to remember, that beautiful crust needs undisturbed direct contact with the hot pan to form, so hands off.
And that brings us right to phase 2, crisping them up to a perfect golden brown. Your first move here is to take the lid off, let all that steam escape. Then, crank the heat up to medium-high. This is where the browning begins. And now, let the potatoes just sit there. No stirring, no shaking the pan. Leave them completely untouched for about 6 to 8 minutes. Seriously, let them be.
To see if they're ready, here's your checkpoint. Carefully slide your spatula under a potato and take a peek at the underside.
What are you looking for? A beautiful, deep golden brown crust. Once you see that, you know it's time to flip them over and get the other side just as crispy. Now here comes another potential pitfall people run into. Have you ever wondered, why does my garlic taste bitter?
Well, the mistake is almost always adding the garlic way too early. Minced garlic burns incredibly fast, especially on high heat, and that's what creates that unpleasant bitter flavor. Timing is everything. Which brings us to our final super quick phase: infusing the flavor. Make sure you have your ingredients ready to go because this part moves fast. First things first, immediately lower the heat. We need to prevent those delicate aromatics from burning. Now you can add your minced garlic and dried herbs right into the pan with the potatoes. And here's the crucial part. Stir everything constantly, but for only about 30 seconds. That's all it takes to toast them and release all that amazing flavor. Your cue here is all about smell. The garlic and herbs should be incredibly fragrant, but you shouldn't see them browning. If they brown, they'll turn bitter. And for the final step, give them a quick taste and adjust the salt if you need to. And be sure to serve them up immediately. That's when they'll have the absolute best texture. And there you have it. The result is a perfect potato, with a crust so crisp you can hear it, and an inside that's perfectly soft and steamy. Enjoy!